Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, we need to ask some questions to you for our project, which is education and the residency of teachers in India. Ma'am, do we have defined quality policies to judge the learning outcomes in your school?
For children?
For children.
Yes, I think the regular outcomes, of course, are judged by your assessments that you have regularly. But I feel that besides academics, we need to also judge the entire personality of the child. I think physical fitness is very important. Yes, because unless you're fit, I don't think you can put all that energy into your academics. So I feel that physical fitness is the first assessment that you need to.
UNICEF's definition, quality education includes a parameter on healthy and well-nourished learners who are ready to participate in learning. So does the school monitor this aspect too?
Yes, I think so. Like definitely not only games, but whether it is other co-curricular activities, say whether it's dance, alright, whether it's gymnastics and yoga. So in our school, we are very particular that every class, should I say, has at least 4 to 5 periods of games per week. And when I say 4 to 5 periods, I think that is about 3.5 hours, should I say. And those games periods, or physical education periods, should I call them, are sacrosanct. No exam, nothing can touch them. Even though we have the exams, even the children going to the board still have games, still have games. So yes, they say a healthy mind and a healthy body.
So are students supported in their learning processes by their families and communities?
When you say community, what do you mean?
Communities, ma'am, they're like a girl child now. Sometimes there are discriminations and they drop out of high school. Is that a problem in your school?
I think with our school, the children come from a strata where even the families are fairly educated. So they are looking at the girls and the boys like on the same platform. We don't have so much problem. I'm sure there are other schools where this problem would exist which are very conservative. But I think Vidya doesn't face, luckily, that problem.
The main challenge in ensuring quality is to reaching large numbers in a good way. So generally these days, the whole focus is on completing the curriculum, syllabus, and that is a major problem. So how do you look up to this challenge?
Actually, I disagree with you. I don't think you can say these days it is. I think it depends on school to school. Yes, everyone has to study. There are board exams, everyone has to do it. But everyone does not have to be confined to that narrow path. Right? There is enough time in a school year to do many more things than just do studies. Right? So the school year does not have to be tied to the exam at the end of the year. Assessments can be done in many ways. It doesn't have to be done with paper pencil in the classroom. So children here, they have elocution, they have reading competitions, they have debates, they have declamations, they have free writing competitions, PowerPoint projects that they put up, group discussions, right? All that I think is a means which leads to your knowledge, which eventually will lead you to the board exam.
And the demands of modern information requires the induction of highly qualified trained teachers, and with that they need high pay, perks, facilities. And how do you think the quality can be ensured in such a case?
Quality definitely needs to be ensured. Teachers need to attend workshops very regularly. Teachers need to be assessed too, just like children are being assessed. I think it's a good idea that every couple of years teachers need to sit for an exam. I think Maharashtra government is putting that into place. Every 3 years you have to sit for some exam. Abroad they have to do a licentiate. Yes? So that's good. Workshops are there, discussions. We call people from outside to talk to our teachers to keep them abreast of things happening.
But the question was that when in modern times a good teacher is very difficult to find, and if you want a good teacher, you have to pay, and so that teachers need respect, money. So, ma'am, how do you ensure that you get good teachers?
Difficult for the money part, alright? Because very frankly, the fees pay for a teacher's salary. Parents are, I think, reluctant to increase fees. Okay, government is also not that supportive, is what I feel. Parents will more easily spend on a pair of Reebok and Adidas shoes or a dinner at mainland China, which costs about 2,000-3,000 rupees, rather than allow schools to increase fee by 2,000 or 3,000 rupees per year. That's the major problem. Right? Secondly, a man is the head of a family. Unless he is assured a good salary, he will not come into a school. Today, women are educated, they are getting jobs in multinational companies, in IT. They do not want to come to schools because the salaries are poor. That is a fact. Yes. And I think it makes one feel a little ashamed that you cannot give a good salary to teachers, because they are molding the characters of the children at the most crucial stage, from 4-year-old to 16-year-old. What could be more important, right? So I think, yes, it is difficult to get quality, but since we get people, it is our duty to train them to achieve quality.
It's an experience, with our real experiences too, that the teachers spend a lot of time with non-academic work and misreading work, and that halts them from actually going into teaching deep and making them doing different activities through which children can learn better. So how do you think can we find a remedy?
Fee is one, yes. I don't need my teachers to teach 35 periods out of 40 periods. If I expect them to do that, when will they correct papers? It is important. When will they prepare questions for the children? And when will they do research to teach? So I need to employ more teachers in a school, which again is your catch-22. Where do I get the money to pay them? Alright? So yes, it is a problem.
Then the question is the most important question now. Children these days do not ask for the teachers. They don't want to become teachers because of the money factor, the respect factor. And if they become teachers, their friends are in much higher posts in IT companies and every in banks and every job. So they sort of feel ashamed that embarrassed that my friend's works here, he's senior manager there, he's global head, and I'm a teacher. So how can this problem be solved?
I don't think you are again right in making a general statement. Okay? The Teach for India project has many young, capable, brilliant people coming in to teach in their low-income group schools. Okay? I have just been on the panel for selection of the Teach for India project, and there are students coming in after qualifying for IIT, IIMs, working in companies where they earn 60,000-70,000 rupees a month, dropping it for 2 years and coming into society to teach. Okay. So I think there's a lot of idealism amongst the youth today. They are very aware. Yes. They are smarter than what I was at your age, definitely. Yeah. And they want to do something for society. So we need to encourage that spark.
But what you are saying is for just a fraction of the population now.
True.
But what happens is that India has got a population of 1.21 billion people, which almost 900 million children. And for such a big population, you need teachers now.
Yes.
teachers who are not the best, but at least good, who can make you love the subject. And that's a problem India is facing, because India has the technology, but it is not using that. The problem with the teachers, we cannot outsource teachers. So, and the curriculum is different. Like yours, the difference between a child of your school and a child of village school, the same class, will be, will be tremendous.
Yes.
So, these problems exist in the education sector. And these problems exist in the education sector, and education is the basis of development. No country, not development, but there is a sense of life now. Because of global warming, everything, you need to have education, to be aware. So ma'am, how do you think that the government, what should we do as people, and what does the government should do?
Government can't do anything. Government doesn't do anything. Why should we wait for government to do it? Why should we do it? And I am very positive. We've seen these the other day, these 80 students, young people, going into one city in Pune, right? Seeing them setting a trend and an example to other students, I think it will have a snowballing effect. I am sure that other people will be inspired by this idea in India. So, I see my children. Yes, they are willing to do. They go and do 20 hours of social service as a part of their 9th to 10th standard curriculum. We built it into it. So they go to the doorstep schools for the construction workers, yes, and they work with them for 2 years. How can they not?
How do you think that India can be the part USA, Spain, China? Their curriculum is different. Their teaching style is different. Their teachers are given the respect which work on a multinational company basically. And how do you think can we be empowered?
I think we are ahead of it. America is going back to basics. I know the report recently said that India is at the bottom educationally or mathematically or
Not exactly America, but at least the South Asian countries, Singapore, Malaysia, China too. China is the best. They have a population problem. They don't have a teacher problem. They use technology for their own development. And they use it properly, feasibly, affordably. So, how does India get it?
I think we have a distinct advantage. First of all, we speak English. Chinese don't. Okay. Any Southeast Asian country, I think we are on top as far as our communication skills go. Even our education may be very strict, but I think it gives a good basis for us. So I don't think we are lagging behind too much. I think we are lazy. We just that is our attitude. But I don't think we lag behind in anything. I've been the world over and I see my students there, and I think they can compete with anybody. They are not backward at all. Respect-wise, I've been to America. Teachers lament the fact that there is no discipline in schools. Our children are very, very strict. They are very modern. I mean, they come from fairly affluent families. But they will come and greet you by touching your feet. They have a lot of respect. So I don't think we are lagging behind. It's just that our population defeats us with time. And maybe we need to, what should I say, push forward. Look at the cricket field. Okay. We have very good players in the field. We just don't have that killer instinct. Go ahead and clinch an issue. If we are losing, we are losing. Why should it be like that? Same with us here. Children have to say we are good. And we are good. I had my education in India, and I don't think I am less than anyone, anywhere in the world. So we have to take that belief and we have to work. Unfortunately, we need a lot of supervision. If no one is looking on, then we are slack off. That's our problem. Otherwise, potentially, I don't think that's my belief.
Thank you very much.